That was like fun for 3 moves. I thought it could get spicy when Ding played e5, but then they found a way to liquidate.
Yeah, that was sort of boring. But we're allowed a couple of boring games in an otherwise very fun match.
Oh, for sure. And again, this e3 bishop e2 line, who was playing it? Was it the match from yesterday in which we saw this line? There was an SEC
Uh,
match in which
no,
they
no,
kept repeating this setup with white. I don't remember who it was. Anyways, e4 in this
no.
position is actually the best move according to the engine. You're playing a King's Indian a tempo down levy, but
Mm-hmm.
the logic is that the knight on d7 is an inferior version for black.
Yeah. This is. There was a book written like 10 years ago by Axel Smith, and it was called E3 Poison. And
Oh, I've
it
heard of
was
it.
just. And it was just how to play these queen's pawn positions with e3 against everything, every opening. Grunfeld, King's Indian, Slav. And yeah, in a lot of those positions, you would play an e3 King's Indian and then play e4 like 5 moves later, and it looks really stupid. But you actually move order black out of certain King's Indian defenses. It's very interesting.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, and the engine approves of it. Now, this position I've had with black, but a tempo down. Like, imagine white making 2 moves in a row here, and that really is a game changer. White would play bishop e3 and queen d2. Here, you potentially have the possibility of pushing d5, but I guess d5 there's some sort of tactics with knight takes c6. So, no question in my mind that white is better objectively, but this is a good blitz system for black. Lots of tricks here.
Yeah, you can always double up. You can play like b3 and so on, and just slowly try to improve. And I like these positions. By the way, is there knight b5 stuff coming?
There always is. You always have to consider that move. I think if you play it here, black can take and go queen c6, and the worst is
Yes.
behind him.
But
But definitely
b3
should be
just
thought about on every move. Look at slowly, yeah, improve position.
It sounded like you were using a voice changer, but
Basically was.
yeah, g4 might be on the way.
I think knight takes c6 is actually not out of the question. Get the bishop pair, but it does relinquish some of the pressure on the center. It allows the rook to move into e6, and it's a good defender. And there's b3.
If I could get this position with white, every game I ever got to play with white, I would only play white for the rest of my life. I mean, the position is just so good. And it seems like you have all the plans in the world, all the time in the world. And I mean, just so many creative ways to attack the black position and then lose.
It is, and you do, and I agree. But oftentimes that's what forces you to sink a lot of time. Whereas black can just go like bishop e6 to c8 and h7, h5. Black can make a lot of low stakes moves and keep the status quo. The argument being that the ball is in white's court. There's bishop c8.
Yep. Bishop back to c2.
Yeah, queen c7, e7, and back to c7.
Eighth. Why not a3 b4? I don't understand. Is that just not?
Hey. Queen back to c7.
Repeat moves, maybe.
Maybe queen f2, queen h4.
Yeah, I like that.
White needs to find a way forward. Queen f4, a little spicy. Knight h5, there's bishop takes d8, hitting the queen. So you might have to go back to e7 here. But then white can just drop the queen to h4 levy, and this isn't like an eternal pin. This is getting real nasty for black.
Yeah, but I feel like Nihal is like the right man to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? If there's going to be one man on Earth.
Oh, for sure.
There's queen h4.
For sure. Maybe you can get away with some weird tactics like h6. I've seen this idea before. Bishop h6 and knight f takes e4.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Oh my god, that doesn't work. There's knight e4, knight c5, and knight c6. Wait, let me show this on the analysis board really quickly.
Duh. I mean,
knight takes e4. Takes knight takes e4. Now, if you take the knight, white takes the bishop, and white wins the piece. Takes knight c5, dc, and the winning move is knight takes c6 because you take on e7 with check.
What an incredible tact. Oh my gosh. It's like literally
And then
just a
rook takes
buzzsaw
c1.
through the forest. Just and just completely
Yeah,
cut everything
exactly.
down.
Just put the meat grinder on. I think Nihal spent some time calculating it, and ultimately, for that reason, decides for knight cd7.
Jeez.
Maybe just f4.
Just
Like, let's go. Oh, he's preparing h6. Look at him go.
Yep. Bishop is now under attack.
Okay,
I
bishop
think
c1.
Nihal's about to make a comeback.
I'm already impressed with his ability to hold the position together, but all of this is taking 5-7 seconds off his clock. And again, I want to point out Ding's time management is excellent. He just keeps that time advantage because he knows that he can't let things get down to a flat out total time scramble. And I'm super impressed by that.
Yeah, I mean
h3,
Nihal's
another one of those
ability,
moves.
but Nihal's ability to just guard things without overcommitting, and I mean all right, there we go. Here comes Ding.
Here we go.
Right?
F5, F6 is a massive positional threat. And he might play F5 anyway. But then black goes G5 and gets this big E5 outpost for either the bishop or the knight.
It's my
Probably the
idea
bishop.
from the other day. I even want to go G5 now. It's probably losing, but
Oh yeah, I remember that. You were like obsessed with that idea.
yeah, I really
Okay,
wanted to make
G5.
it work. Wow.
Black is
But
fine. Bishop E5,
yeah,
F6.
oh my gosh. Ding is unhappy.
He's unhappy. His clock is unhappy. I would go knight B1, knight D2, and knight F3. Try to
No,
get
no,
that
no.
bishop off of E5 at all costs.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. I mean, Queen G7, H5, G4. Like something. Queen G7,
I don't know
H5. Come
though,
on.
because H5, white will play G4 and plug the hole on the king side.
King
2 seconds
King
for
F8.
Nihal, make a move.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna play King F8. King F8 and run the
He's
king.
building up
But
the pressure now on the queen side. And
wow,
we
he
have a
takes rook
trade. And
B8.
there's your move.
Ooh. There's the
Don't go
move. Oh,
G4.
King F8. King F8, King E7, and some Rook H8 stuff could be there. Uh-oh.
Oh. Wait, but
Takes.
now the H file opens. I would have taken back with a pawn levy. He blunders E4.
Oh my goodness.
You're right. Knight G3 check. Oh my
How
gosh.
is he not
Check on
losing?
E2? Is
Draw?
this a repetition? No, he goes for it. No, but this has to be losing. Knight back to G3 and knight E2 again.
What is going on? I'm stuck in a whirlpool here.
I don't understand what's happening.
No,
He might be repeating
I
and
just...
making a draw. No. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Ding. But Ding is just getting handled here. Knight takes E5 and rook takes D6.
No way, no way.
Oh,
No,
he's got queen G3, F6. No, it's winning for black. King H6. The king escapes the checks and white gets mated. Queen C1.
Ding can't believe it. Ding can't believe it. And Nihal Sarin wins with black, and it's a tied match once again.